Hello guys, how are we doing today? This is the first match of Owlet tournament. I am one of your casters, Overkill, and with me I have my co-caster, Lettuce.
What is going on, guys? Welcome to the first match of the season. We're here with Licorice Whip and Blazing Pegasus.
Alright, and we're gonna start on the first map of Busan. That is the map that we have scheduled. And Lettuce, what do you think we're gonna see on Busan?
More than likely, we'll be seeing from Blazing Pegasus some goats, maybe potentially some dotes on the diving map. And from Licorice Whip, I don't know. They could be a potential team to keep an eye out on because I don't know much about them.
I'm hoping that we see on downtown, we definitely see some dive. And then the other maps are just going to probably be some goats. But I'm hoping it's a close series, so it won't be a bore. Alright, and we're launching into the first map. So let's see, we are on Mecha Base first. With, let's see. Seems like Furious is going with the May Goats and dropping the Zarya for the May. And on Whip side, they have Zen Goats.
So yeah, like I said, they're going to be playing some goats here. So this should be interesting to watch.
And the comps right now, I think, for even before the first fight goes, I think Whip might have an advantage, just because with Zen they can Discord clean up the target. Oh, looks like we have a change on Unicorn side. We have the Zarya over the Diva.
Do you think they'll be keeping the May on BP's side?
I think they might be able to. If they wall off the Rhyme and the Rhyme plays dumb, he can just they kill him and then move on to the rest and get a fat ante off. Alright, so Furious, or it looks like both teams are going main. They're gonna go up to the left. Alright, let's see how the first fight engages.
Here you're gonna see BP put a wall up. Oh, the wall overshoot.
Bubble comes out. Sarah gets a kill on Pansu. And let's see, Red's backing out right now. Let's see, looks like Furious is retreating, and Whip is getting dominant kills right now, and looks most likely to cap the point. So Les, what do you think they could have done better there?
I think maybe not overshooting the May wall would have set them up for a potential good fight here, and then ultimates are equal on both sides. You're gonna see a Moira pick here because it's not working out with them. And now we have our first pause.
And now we have a pause. Let's hope this is a... Let's hope we unpause fast. Looks like ADC from Furious Unicorns. And let's hope that we get this resolved fast, because this will stop the momentum of the whole game, or at least the next fight coming up. Alright. What is how you think the next fight's going to go with the comps that they were going to roll out with?
Well, if they go back on the Diva, I would see not many ults are coming online currently. They're down one support ult on BP's side. I would probably expect Licorice to engage with the Shatter, so potentially some Brig funny business over there.
Stun Shatter, I can definitely see that come out. And let's look at the grab charge looks pretty even right now.
Yeah,
43
very
to
even.
41.
None of the Saryas were really competing for charge as a Sarya player.
Yeah.
I would have pursued a little bit more from Licorice side since they had the upper hand. So I guess equal damage was on both sides.
Yeah. Lucio ults are basically the same too, 43 to 45. So Beat will probably get cast at the same time, if things go the same way that they were going the previous fight. But right now, Licorice Rip looking dominant from that first fight, and they're going to have the ult advantage since Furious is a player down.
I think playing around that Mei wall properly and perhaps actually using it correctly would be crucial to the next fight.
Oh, definitely. They Maywalled too late that last fight. They put it way further back after the team already engaged, so that ability was already gone. Therefore, it was easy for Whip to go in and just M1 their way to victory. And as we can see, Sarah definitely benefited from that because now he has a shatter. And compared to Surfy, Surfy's at 40, and Sarah already has ult. So Surfy better know that ult's gonna come his way. Otherwise, his team might be screwed and lose another fight.
If you were on BP's side, how would you look at this fight? You know you're down one player, so you lost one ult. Your Moira swapped from Sen to Moira. So what do you think is another?
I would look at maybe just going under and just go to point really fast, and then focus in the Rhyme because they know that they have an ult. So I would focus Sarah. If I was playing, focus Sarah, then go after one of the supports, or if Zarya's high charge, get the Zarya. And it looks like Pharaoh is joining back. So we're going to probably see the unpause here any second. Let's see. So, Les, you're predicting Whip to come out on top of this fight?
Yes, sir. If they use the Mei wall correctly, there could be a good chance that it goes the other way. But yes, Licorice more than likely wins this next fight coming up.
Alright, so Pegasus waiting right now for their team to come back. They have the break. Instead of Diva. Let's see, they're going top. Looks like they're going to move straight to the point. Or
Licorice should be holding upstairs.
Yeah, or they're holding up. Fire Strike comes through, hits nothing. Zarya's just trying to farm charge. Wall comes out, splits the Ryan up. Can they kill the Ryan before he showers? Shower comes out, gets blocked. Ryan charges away, he's separated. They should focus on that Ryan. Wall comes out, hits nothing. Let's see, Surfy and Pansu are down. Looks like Pegasus is struggling this fight. They only killed one person compared to the 3 that Whip killed. And they are retreating through down under, and Whip, look at their ult economy. They have every ult and halfway to another Shire. Pegasus right now have barely any ults.
The only ult coming online is Pharaoh's, and Pharaoh just joined the game. I would prefer Licorice holds up top. However, that was BP's fight to win. They blocked the shatter with the Zarya bubble on the mid.
Oh, they are coming down. They're coming down main for that little pipe. That's kind of interesting strat. Let's see. Wall comes out. Pin comes out from Surfy. Hits nothing. Gets the shatter. Hits Sarah. And the grab comes out. They are popping a lot of ults. Beat, grab, and...
We got the first Foxer bomb of the game, boys. This is the season 1 Foxer bomb.
And Whip looking very dominant on Mecha base. Definitely strong contender to win this map. And still holding trans. Oh, they are going to touch. Let's see. Surfy gets a pin on Spark. If he finishes off Spark, this fight might be winnable since he's high charge. Surfy and Big Gree down. Beat comes out. And also trans on the side of Whip. Mayo come out for Pegasus. Freezes their whole team, but they won't have enough to clean up any Whip's people. And looks like this is on the side of Whip. Just 2 more people. About to be cleaned up. Just a Mei stalling. They need to kill that Mei fast if they want to end this quickly. Surfy comes out. He's behind him with green. They need to just focus that Rhino. Shatter comes out, gets nothing. And first map goes to Whip. So, Les, what do you think that Pegasus could have done better there?
I think focusing the same targets, they're not really all going for the same person that they have in mind. Like, they go initiate on the Rhine, but then they back off of the Rhine and try to go for the supports. Focusing with the goats composition, you always want to go for the Rhine first. You take out the Rhine, the goats falls apart in time.
Alright, so
I think both of the last fights that we're seeing, they were both BP's fight to win. They had the better, like, team play per se. Like, if you, by paper, blocking the shatter off was a good idea. And then yeah.
Looks like we're gonna have some change on Pegasus' side. We're gonna have Mercy on a brig with Fair solo DPS, and Whip, just like the previous map, are running goats. So let's see how this changes things with the Pharmacy and Ash now that they just swapped to. Surfy's going main with his team. William, the Pharmacy is left side. Whole team of Whip is going left side, more likely flanking. If I was Pegasus right now, I would just get on point before Whip comes back. And looks like Whip are now on point. They should focus this Reinhardt. They want to get an easy one. Bubble comes out. Dynamite comes out on the side of Pegasus. And Pegasus cleaning up 3 people from Whip. Demecking the D.Va. And everyone is dead on the side of Whip. So, Wes, do you think that Whip should swap their comp maybe to like a Widow to get the Pharah?
I don't think usually a Widow is not really good pick for this map per se, even though it has long sidelines. You just want to play the goats. If you're playing against a Pharah Mercy with the goats, you just want to disregard the Pharah Mercy.
And speaking, you shall receive, because now they are running Dive with Widow and Ash, and also Mercy now. They are going left side. Sarah uses his bubble pretty early, so he won't have it for when he needs to dive in. And Pegasus playing very close together, besides their Ana, who is in the back, has good sight lines over the whole map. Nate comes out, hits 2 on Whip's side, and that is easy cleanup for Pegasus to dominate. Now Pegasus looking to go for staggers, 3 on the left side. Very easy kills for Pharaoh if he hits these rockets. But he also needs to be careful because there is an Ash there, and Ash, if she gets damage boosted and gets a headshot on Pharaoh, will die immediately. Alright, right.
Swapping to dive was a bad idea here because they reset all their old economies, and this may be a hard take for Licorice.
Alright, Whip going right side. Shatter comes out, gets only the Lucio, but the Monkey eats it for the Lucio. Lucio's still up. Monkey pretty low right now. Ryan got nailed. They popped the nail. The Ryan's just holding shield, kind of wasting nail right now. Barrage comes out on the side of Pegasus, and a beat comes out on a losing fight for Whip. Don't know what that was about. But their Whip's Mercy, being as crazy as she is, gets a res off and gets the D.Va mech back up, but is easily demeched again. And Pegasus looking very dominant with this Ash Pharah on second map.
Fire at will.
Yeah.
Grab pops out, keep them in spawn. Only
Late
Will
bobble into the game. Okay.
Yep.
Like yeah. So Licorice fares off better with the ghost composition, but they underestimated how well their ghosts would have ran against their Pharah Mercy. If they just ignored the Pharah Mercy, they would be doing a lot better. And then BP is coming back through with this Pharah Ash pick. Double main healers.
Yeah, and definitely on this map, we're now on downtown. Dive would be really good here, and looks like Whip is going to do dotes on this. It's really good for the high ground, in case they have like a whale coming out. But it looks like Pegasus is going to stay with almost the same comp, swapping the far for the Hanzo, and keep it up. Hanzo and Genji are coming out, and still keeping the Mercy, which I think is not really a good pick here because Ana is going to be really diveable. They should have swapped to Lucio, my opinion. Alright. Whip coming main, they're just speeding up, waiting for Sarah to dive. Sarah uses bubble, so he won't have that when he dives in. Nate comes out from Pegasus' side, Nate and his whole team, and Spark gets the first blood killing Cornish. And Whip is just pushing in, getting kills left and right. Kills everyone but the tank, but Ryan and the 2 supports, and Ryan is just backing up right now. Whip has total control at this point.
Like I said, Licorice Whip has a better dotes composition, and they do know when to go in and when to back out. Surfy, you could see a little bit of hesitation there. They didn't know if to engage or not to engage, and then for that reason, sorry, Cornish ended up dying.
Alright, the Monkey and the D.Va both set up on high ground until Sarah fell off. And they're engaging on the Ryan, but Pharaoh with a nice pick on Cersei in the back, ram headshot, probably. Gets another one. And Whip down 2, looking like they lose this fight, but they do pop rally. And it's countered with the Valk coming out from Pegasus, looking to retake. But this Reaper Hanzo looking devastating to whip. But Bones on point, just stalling out. They have not killed him. He got their team an extra 10%, maybe even 15, just because Pegasus just ignored them, and that could be very detrimental to the end.
That extra 15 may have not been worth it, because look at the ults right now. BP has 4 ults coming online, and on the side of Licorice you have 2 potentially if they finish up, and then potentially transit.
And Licorice whip with swapping to the Rhine now. He's doing Rhine v1, and there's a Reaper behind Sarah. Shatter hits 3, but the trance comes out to keep his team up, and Bones kills corners, and that is immediately res. The nail comes out too on Surfy, and the Death Blossom from Pantsu. Beat comes out to counter both of those, and now the D.Va is on point trying to kill a Reaper, looks like, but a bomb comes out. They pin that Ryan, that's a free bomb. It kills the Mercy, but both grabs comes out too. Cornish grabs bigger, but I don't know if it's gonna help his team win the fight. Looks like Whip is coming back with this with all their ults. Pop. This fight was very chaotic for both teams, using a bunch of ults.
There were a lot of Qs and not exactly a lot of engaging into those Qs. You had the graph, once again you have Cornish playing up in front of Ryan's shield. It's either, I don't know, miscommunication between the tank line, and now you see the Reaper pick being swapped over to an Ashe instead. And a Pharaoh as well, so they lost Hanzo Strike, so they reset their ult economy, and now they're matched with Licorice.
Poke2 coming up with the nail, and Big Green coming up with a Valk 2. This could definitely change the fight, since Sarah has a Shatter, and if they kill Sarah, then won't be doing anything. But since City out of position, but Sarah gets a Shatter to save his team, but they couldn't save the mech at all. Now comes out onto Surfy, gets a pin on Sarah, and now all a Pegasus has to do is just push in. They're down Ryan, they can't block anything. Another Shatter comes out, kills 2. Probably could have saved it since the fight was won. But it's whatever. It had to be the last fight, you might have to use it to guarantee the win. And now Sarah going back onto the monkey, looking back for the dotes. Les, how you think that Whip takes this fight? Coming up.
I think they need to build that graph. That graph, or they need a big Fox around coming off from Sinity once again.
Whip going left side and gets hit with a huge dynamite, hitting 3 people. Surfy looking low. Poke2 drops down, giving up his good position, so he is an easy target. And Pantsu and Surfy both killing a person each. Pantsu being uncontested right now on top. And Pegasus clean up this map right now. It's only last fight, so they gotta make it there fast.
All's coming. Touch from the left side. Cornish probably dies here.
Alright, they pop grab to zone them off the point. That's a
huge grab.
Pretty big grab right now. And the first map goes to Pegasus. So Les, how you think who's your MVP for this map on each side? If any at all. Or is it too close to call?
Might be too soon to call, but I do like Pharaoh. I like what I saw on his pick. Dominant on the Pharaoh, and then dominant again on the Hanzo, getting those headshots that he needed for his team. But yeah. And there he is, 34% of his team's damage.
Fluffy with 97% kill participation. Holy. That looks like a lot of Briggs I see. That's actually really good. Hitting everything. Alright, so how will Whip go to tie up the series on the next map, which is Dorado? It looks like we are getting a side swap. And Pegasus will be defending first, and Whip will be going on the attack. How do you think this will change anything, Les?
You probably see, I think BP, knowing that they have Poke2 on their team as a coach, more than likely will be playing Orisa Hog composition on defense here, hopefully to try to stop them. And then from, okay, well, there's 2 people. On Licorice side, you probably see again some dive, potentially some goats if they want to take it fast.
Yeah, definitely. And if Arisa Hog's coordination is pretty good, they can go through any support and just get nasty hooks on the back line. Potentially win guaranteeing a fight for them. Looks like we're about to start the second map, and let's see how Pegasus does on their defense first, and how Licorice Whip does on their attack. I'm expecting maybe a dive or a goats come out from Whip, just because there is a lot of high ground from like the first area, but after you get past the gate area, there's not a lot of high ground until you get to the second part where there's high grounds free for Widows, Ash, Hanzo just to sit up there and just hit left click onto people's heads. Looks like we might have any roster swaps. Looks like they want to call Pups to go in for Cornish. Looks like we're about to start in like 30 seconds.
Traveling to Dorado. Initiating.
Alright, and now we are in the first map of
There it is.
second map.
You
Dorado.
see BP pulling out the Arisa Hog. I'm gonna go with the Hunt over the Widow. Interesting pick.
And you see,
The Dotes
Look,
predicted
yeah,
to perfection.
yeah, which Totes on here would be pretty good because the Monkey and Diva can just jump up and control the high ground on the right side.
What I want to
By the
see, let's see, Licorice. Okay, what I want to see Licorice do here is actually take it slow. Don't really. I will
Ready for battle.
take it slow. Just wait it out to see what they have in the enemy team, and then engage on a backline dive without taking too much damage from the Hanzo.
That might be hard enough to get into the back line because you have that McCree, and if Diana sleeps, a Monkey jumping in, a nade into flash into right click will instantly kill him. So I don't know, that might be the smartest move, but if he gets Zarya bubble, then you might be all in for it. I want to see definitely some good halts and hooks coming out from Blazing Pegasus, because that will ensure team fights if they can like pull that Monkey or Diva in. Alright, map is starting. Sarah on cart, and Diva's going under. Might be trying to do a flank and dive from the back, maybe going on the Ana. And the Monkey's just sitting on the front. Alright, the Monkey... Oh, the Divas get killed immediately in the back. So good awareness coming out from Blazing Pegasus, knowing that the Diva was back there. And now they're going to rotate to the choke like every other team does and just hold there. Pups with another nice hook, and McCree the follow up on Sarah. Pegasus looking very dominant with their hooks right now, as Pharaoh can just beat cleanup crew right now for everyone else and stagger them.
Yeah, this is exact textbook play coming off from BP over here, just pulling and killing, pull, stun, just fan into the hook. That's all they need. They're playing dive, they're swapping off the dive actually, they're playing regular goats now.
Which regular goats, it'll be hard to do hooks until that Rhine shield is broken, but if they have enough spam, they'll be able to break it. And Pharaoh coming from the left side, just peeking into the back line, just getting a bunch of cleanup. And Pantsu kills Sarah. Pharaoh, like I said, in the back, kills the Hanzo, and is going to Dragon Strike from behind. Uncontested right now. Will he die for it?
He gets away with it. 1 HP.
Damn. That is really unfortunate for the side of Licorice Whip, but really fortunate for Blazing Pegasus. Pups with another good hook on Spark. And that's not good for Licorice Whip. We have some
BP only invested 1 ult in that fight, so they have the ult economy favor.
Yeah, they have 5 ults basically by next fight, and Licorice Whip have none. They're pushing really fast, and the bongo comes out. Sarah gets hooked in and whole hog, so no chance of living that at all. And BP just dominating this fight with only 2 ults used, and they still have 3 coming up.
Yeah, once again, only 2 ults. They put down the Orisa bongo, and then hoggled into the goats that just keeps pushing in.
Pharaoh might be looking to scout maybe, or hit like a flank shot on the Zen or Lucio, which would be big because
There we go.
he should know that they have ults, and
Oh,
they were about
BP
to.
hesitated. If they want to take this, they want to go around the top left and engage from there. They can't really do much with the exact same.
Pharaoh
angle
gets
they were
called
coming.
out by Sensei, and he is still in the back. The Diva's just very far behind. Shower comes out. A bunch of Qs are being pressed. No kills being called right now. But Dragon comes out and splits the team into 2. Brig and Zarya on the right side. Well, Bomb comes out, kills Surfy. That's might be able to win them the fight, but as I say that, 2 were already taken out in Dragon. Big Nate comes out from Big Green, and that should be enough for Pup to clean up the fight.
Oh, they need to back out and save that grab. They may
Yeah.
potentially win this.
Maybe. Bones Ceres staying alive, keeping the Zarya up. High charge is very crucial.
Nice
And
spin.
very nice. If he has ult, he needs to save it. He cannot waste any more ults this fight. You have that fight won. And Licorice Whip, Perseverance is strong with them because they should have backed out earlier, but they just popped Grav, got enough follow-up, and kept Sparks alive. And if you have a high charge Zarya will start to melt things.
BP's going over the Ryan Zarya composition instead of a traditional dive for second point, even though they picked double snipers.
Double Sniper will be strong, and we need Sin City from Licorice Whip to get the snipers down. The Widow is looking into the back, looking for a pick, maybe on Zen. But the Zarya scouts her out. But Sin City losing their mech to Fairthrow. And like I said, the snipers are coming out, cross-shooting Licorice Whip into spawn.
Yeah, this is a good positioning from Pantsu with the cross section under the team. Pharah in the front, just distracting their diva, and then Pantsu's just free reigning over them.
They might be pushing a little bit too far. Lucio leaves their Zarya, but luckily Puffs gets out unscathed. And now they are swapping to the Moira Goats over Zen Goats, which Zen Goats is stronger than the Moira. I would have preferred they gone dive to do it or deal with the double snipers, but it's fine.
Shadow gets blocked.
Surfy hits a charge. Surfy gets nailed, but Sarah is really overextended, separated from his team, and is an easy target for Fairthrow just to kill. Surfy's gonna try to push this, and he does have Pup trying to support him. They have 5 ults on Team Blazing Pegasus, but I don't think they need to use any.
There's discipline coming out from BP, saving their ults, and as I say that, they were gonna use all of them.
Yeah, 4 ults are used.
On
Bomb
the
in the
dive.
back kills Big Green. That is big for Licorice Whip. That means they are down their main heal. They can get any crucial picks. Might be on Licorice Whip's side, especially with Spark being high charge. That is, well, as I say that, he gets headshotted. And now, Pantsu only dying on the side of Blazing Pegasus, but this fight's still going on.
Licorice needs to back out here. They can't take this. If they lose D-Mech, if they get D-Mech here, they're out next fight. They need a hard disengage to spawn.
Cersei coming out with, or has the coalescence for next fight, and Bones with the beat. So they could definitely live a Grab Dragon if they time the beat. Right. But Grab comes out, gets everyone but the Moira, and the beat
way too soon.
comes to save them.
We got a Boostio.
Boostio in the back. Surfy kills too. And
Fancy contested once again.
yeah, he's just moving up and getting free shots. Puff, Surfy are really being dominant, stopping their back line or stopping their front line. And Sarah's about to come in, and his bubble's about to be broken, and he is down. And Blazing and Pegasus looking very dominant on the defense.
Score 0-1. Switching sides.
Alright, Les, what do you think you want to see coming out from Blazing Pegasus to get this fight?
Well, I think once again they're gonna go out with their Pharaoh pick because the Pharaoh on the Busan was uncontested. Potentially they'll bring that out again with some dive, maybe some goats, and then I think Licorice is just gonna come out with just traditional goats, maybe double main thing. Traditional goats with a main twist.
Well, Licorice, right now, looking to come out with a pretty unique strat that you see in contenders.
Do you think they'll be doing the early hold on the door?
Oh, definitely. They have the double main tank. They have May. They have Diva. Like, they're just going to do double hold on red.
How well do you think they'll execute it?
I don't know. If they practice it before, it could stall like a minute or two.
I know personally as a player, it works really well when they're running goats or dive. However, if Pharaoh stays on this pick, they could have some issues running into this because the Pharaoh would just shoot in from the back, and then the Ryan would just be free swinging from the inside.
Yeah, definitely. I think the only downfall that they're going to have is
that was a good wall from Bones.
Not having a Lucio at all in this at all. Having the break instead, so less AoE heals. And the scout comes out from Blazing Pegasus. They are going coast and going to avoid it at all costs.
They're doing this, but no one's pushing car currently.
Yeah. Pantsu in a really good position. So if Licorice Whip comes out, they are going to just get picked off. And Pubs picks off Bones, which is really big because now they can't make wall anymore. Sleep comes out. Sleep's Spark.
And there you have Pharaoh in the back, fishbowling them.
And Sarah comes in, gets a pin, but Surfy returns the favor with a pin back. He has a shatter. If he knows that there's not going to be any shields, he should just go for it. Just go in, just get like a 4K. That can easily give his team the fight. Shatter comes out, hits the Rhine.
I believe it hit the Ursa.
Oh, Shatter comes out, bigger Shatter, gets the supports out. But not enough damage to clean up. But Pharaoh in the back gets the triple barrage, easily securing his team the fight. And
4K from Pharaoh.
Like what I said, that Pharaoh will be dangerous if not dealt with. I'm expecting a swap from Licorice Whip to be
Send goats on their side. If you're in Sin City right now, you actually want to be glued onto Pharaoh. You know his Pharaoh is really good, so you want to make sure he's not dealing as much as he can.
That is true, but also you gotta be careful of Pantsu too. He's a really good will. And as you say, good Pharaoh, Cersei's dead to Pharaoh, just uncontested in the back. Bomb comes out, gets Pups, that's unfortunate. But Pantsu and Pharaoh just in the backline, destroying the tanks and the supports. Bones stalling on cars as long as he can. He should have probably died a little bit sooner.
Yeah, I think if you're Licorice right now, you want to approach this from a different view. You don't want to keep doing the same goats because it's not going to work out. You want to switch to maybe a double snipers or just Genji Tracer into this.
Yeah, because Sensei really has a lot to balance out with going for the Will and Pharaoh. But Spark is dead. The barrage comes out, kills Ryan. But Cersei returns the favor and kills Pharaoh. And now, Licorice Whip used the rally, used a lot to try to hold this. But Bones is down to Shatter. And Surfy just going in a little bit overextended. But he is not getting punished for it. Panzer in the back give him support and fire. And Licorice Whip needs to get on this point fast because it's about to be capped. And they grab the Zen, who is forced to trance and try to touch, but drain out like 3 seconds of that timer. And it's really easy for Blazing Pegasus just to clean up and take this map, going up 2-0 in the series. Les, any thoughts on that map?
I think they need to do a better job of shutting down Pharaoh on the Pharaoh. They're just letting him get through. Here you'll see it perfectly. Let's watch this out.
Yeah, the D.Va even DMs, but it kills 3.
The Fin City DM is not where it needs to be. Both of the Rajas were able to come through because he wasn't there at the right time or DM the right time.
Yeah,
Licorice Flip just needs to run something different. The goat is not really working out anymore. Even though it looked good on Busan, they want to swap it out. They should be looking to play a double sniper or a double flanker to try to get control.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe get off the goats because it looks like Blazing Pegasus knows how to counter that. And I mean, Ghosts is run everywhere. So if you know how to counter Ghosts, you are going to do very well. And what's our next map was? Is it Hanamura?
We'll be going to Hanamura.
Hanamura looks like it's going to be fun. You can run a lot of comps on Hanamura. From dive, you can run goats, you can run some cheeky strats.
You could see Blazing Pegasus come out again with that Orisa Hog. They were so good at it in Dorado. I don't see why they wouldn't put it here. And even if not, they could go with the Ghosts and Ghost Pharaoh.
Yeah, definitely. But Les, what do you think Licorice could have done on Dorado to maybe get that map in their favor, tying up the series?
Licorice Whip needs to play something else. They need to be looking to play that dive with a double flanker to get control of their back line. They're just letting Pharaoh go free range on them.
Yeah, definitely. Pansu and Pharaoh looking like the MVPs so far of that second map. Doing
Absolutely, he's just free reigning over them. No one's coming in close to stopping them. I haven't even seen a McCree come out of Licorice Whip. If they want to stick with the goats, I would run a McCree with it instead. That'll put some pressure onto the Pharaoh from Pharaoh, and that could do something to try to stop Pharaoh from just free reigning rockets into their back.
Would you drop the D.Va or the Zarya in that comp?
I would drop the Brig instead. I don't think, yeah.
Okay, and looks like we're not going to a break. We're just going to jump straight into third. Hanamura, pretty fun map. One of my favorites. How about you, Les?
Hanamura is an okay map, except for when you draw on it. Regardless of that, I think you might see BP come out with a cheeky strat again. If they're on, once they get to the attack side, they'll probably play some sim goats and just get into the point right away.
Yep, let's see. Looks like so far they are looking like to run the Owlet goats on the defense. And Blazing Pegasus are going to do the same thing that they ran on Dorado.
And the previous map as well. They're just going to stick, if it's not broken, don't fix it. They're going to keep running the Pharaoh until it gets countered. And that's not happening.
Yeah, definitely if Pansu and Pharaoh gets the shots in, they're going to definitely be able to clean up most of Licorice Whip. And Sensei, you have to think, in his position, he has a really tough time. Do you go on the Pharaoh because she's rocketing people? Or do you go on Pansu because if that Will is uncontested, the will hit shots, so he has a really tough time right now. Either focus one or the other. You can't focus on both. Alright, looks like we're gonna have Sarah maybe going for an early fire strike, get some ult charge. Goes through, but it gets 3 people getting 23% in and getting an advantage on the Rhyme 1v1 for ult charge. Let's see, Pegasus going in, or looking to maybe bait someone out and wait for a pick before they fully commit. Pharaoh by the gate, and now into enemy lines.
Now you see Sin City putting more pressure into the Pharaoh. They recognize that Pharaoh is doing too much work on their end. Bones 1 HP though. Bones lives.
Surfy kills Sarah, and that is not good on the side of Licorice Whip. But Sensei kills Surfy, so it is now an even fight. As I say that, Cersei kills Fairfro. Maybe the Mercy might res if the Zarya has bubble, but probably not. They're just gonna soft reset because now Licorice Whip is waiting for their Rhyme to get back. They're able to push in. Now it's an easy fight. The Shatter kind of being used to get a solo kill. I would have probably saved it myself. But Beat comes out, charges cancel. Pansu on top, uncontested right now. And the Grab Barrage comes out, cleans up everyone. And now Blazing Pegasus will take the first fight using almost all their Qs. Wes, how do you think that fight could have gone differently for Whip?
Once again, I think Licorice just needs to put more pressure onto Pharaoh. They're just letting him do whatever he wants to them. They have to either put a McCree on the board or just have Sin City just glued onto Pharaoh.
They have him glued onto Pharaoh, then Pansu can do all the work instead of Pharaoh if he's uncontested. So very tough position. Sarah separated from his team, trying to thinking maybe his team's up top, but he is separated. Now he dropped under separated. So if Blazing Pegasus could push in, they could capitalize on it, but they don't. Poke2 gets 3 with the anti. Pegasus looking to push in strong. Blocks the Shatter. That's really good coming from Pegasus. And Grab comes out from Whip, trying to clean up the fight. Doesn't clean up a lot, but they do kill 2. And the res comes out. So now it is a 5v4. And will Pegasus be able to clean this up? Looks like Fairfro being uncontested again. Not even with a Mercy Pocket is trying to get as much damage as he can, but the rest of his
kill. Deep Dark kill off of Starsea. So that was definitely an interesting fight. I would have expected the Diva Bomb to gone out with the grab that came out from X-Spark. However, Diva was a little bit too busy farming off the Widow in the back line. Ended up getting punished for it. There was no combo to go out with him.
And if you're Licorice Whip, you need to know that since Pharaoh's been farming your backline, he has Barrage.
They're finally turning out to put a soldier here to counter the Licorice, the BP pick actually.
That is good, playing in the back, but if BP gonna counter that or kill that soldier, then it doesn't matter. It's gonna go back or go to what it was before. Pansu picking off Cersei, that's big. Licorice Whip now down their main healer, but Spark kills Pansu, stopping that long range damage. But Fairfro picks off Spark and gets a Barrage. And Big Nate comes out.
That should get the Pharaoh. Huge bomb off of Sin City.
Yeah, killing 2, but one of them get res. And they nailed the deal just to try and win the fight. And Valky's pop on the side of Blazing Pegasus. So it looks like maybe Blazing Pegasus can win this, especially with Panzer getting 2 picks on the supports. Now if he just picks off that Ana, it'd be a done deal. But looks like Blazing Pegasus is backing out since there were down too many people. We have ults coming on both sides. And Les, how do you think Blazing Pegasus should approach this?
I think BP should approach this one more time with this composition and then look to swap. This is already three failed fights and they haven't even gotten a tick on the board. I think if this combo doesn't work out next fight, I think it's time to swap it up. They're not cleaning up as fast as they should be, so it might be time to run something different.
Looks like BP is going main, which is the smart choice, and Pansu covering the left side and Fairfro covering the right. Grab comes out, they're looking maybe for a Grab Barrage. Shatter comes out, gets Surfy down, but not enough cleanup. Nail and Bomb are launched from Whip's side, but it is not enough to stop this fight that is going on right now. Both the Zarya and Ryan are empty on both sides. And they are going, they are trying to win this, get at least 1 tick. Well, it looks like Whip is holding on. Just barely holding on. Not enough cleanup coming out from BP. And Spark is now down. Both Ryans are under the bridge, but Surfy's getting support while let's see, Sarah is not, and Cersei gets a kill on Pups, which can be big for a defending side. If
Maybe
I
he's
was,
still in this, they need to back out already. This is taking too long to a fight.
yeah, even though they have ults, it's not worth. Definitely, like they could have backed out and had another fight already.
Pharaoh swaps out of the Pharaoh into the Hun Zone. He almost has Dragon Strike ready.
It's really good. And they should know Spark is up top, free firing right now, but he drops down for some reason. Now playing with his team. Pansu picks off Bones, who was easy pick since he was jumping around the Rhine shield. Both nails come out, one on the break, one on the Reinhardt, and Sparks is now down. So now they have no high ground pressure at all. Since the last one by the point, down immediately, and now they have to stop the respawns. Cersei's coming out, and Sarah and Surfy comes out. But a big shatter from Sarah, getting 3 down, but not enough cleanup. Fluffy's on point, gets a stun on Surfy. The shatter only hits Sensei, but Sarah looking to try to help his team clean up the fight. Licorice Whip is still in it. Now 3 are in the grab. If Surfy just swings at, this fight can be a done deal. Fluffy's still up, which is surprising because he had a lot of damage coming out from him on that grab. But Licorice Whip now swapping to Monkey to try to just stall. They do have ults coming out. Bomb comes out, they stun the Rhine.
Huge drop in intensity.
Picks out 2, that's it. Really good. They might be able to hold this. They focus Surfy, he's one shot. They can easily clean up this fight. And Pharaoh going right side, gonna probably jump off the map.
The Reaper swap comes out of BP's side right now, and I believe BP really does need to work on backing out of fights earlier because they had 5.5 minutes to take this. However, they've wasted at least 2.5 of those minutes just staggering fights longer than they really needed.
Alright, it looks like they are going for a split push. So DPS are on the left side and everyone else is just coming main. They do have the Nail come out, Nail and Shatter, so that can be an ult combo that they can hit, especially if they get 4. Shatter comes out, gets stunned out, and Nail comes out. Both teams are swinging, but Sarah gets taken out by Pansu. Pansu getting another kill on Bones. But right now, Spark uncontested on the high ground. Just free firing, but does drop down from it, which is a big mistake. You need that high ground to be able to just free fire it. But now Sin dead. Cersei and Sarah are now left. And Bones come back too. Blazing Pegasus looking to clean up this fight. Took them maybe longer than they hoped, but at least they get to 2.
Yeah, like I've said all night, the Licorice Whip needs to devoke something into countering that Pharaoh pick, and if not, I would honestly switch to maybe, I don't know if they have a Genji player on the team, but potentially playing a Genji for Nanoblade, considering that BP just loves running double main healers. Playing something that's a clean combo, like a Dragon with the Dragon Strike combo with the Grav, or maybe the Nanoblade, like I just said, would be a good pick to play against BP.
Looks like Licorice Whip just going with the goats, which I know goats is meta, but if you're getting countered this hard, I would maybe swap to something else. Looks like we're gonna see more goats, and Blazing Pegasus on their side looks like they're gonna run the Mei, which is not a bad idea if they're just gonna run goats into it. You wall off the Ryan, he's on speed boost. He overextends, that's an easy kill. Plus, now how do you think Whip might be able to take this and get it into round 3 on Hanamura?
Well, they just need to get off the goats. The goats is not exactly working. Like I was going to stand by the Genji pick. If they play the Genji, it'll look a lot better from them. Now they're actually playing no longer more double main healers. They're gonna be doing the Ana with the Lucio. So the Genji pick would not be as good as it would have been on the defensive side, but it would still be okay.
Definitely, especially if he's not focused down, that is easy for cleanup with the Genji if he just gets dash resets. But enough about that. Licorice Whip going over to really split right now. Diva and Moira going left, everyone else going right. The Ryan is walled off, and like I said before, the Ryan gets punished. And now, Blazing and Pegasus have the momentum. They should push up and clean up everyone from Whip's team.
Yeah, BP's just doing the exact same thing they did on Mecha-based Busan, playing that May pick and countering their goats. They recognize that Licorice is gonna keep running that goat, so they're gonna keep punishing it.
Pansu gets a kill on Cersei, which is not really good for the attacking side, but they get out okay. And looking to set up another wall. Whip should know this and either all go in as a team or have the Diva bait out and fly back. Looks like they're just waiting for everyone to come in. And like I said, they come in with the speed boost and now all of them are over, besides the Zarya. Big nade comes out from Big Green, and because of that nade, Sarah doesn't get healed and now is dead. So is Spark now. Bones by himself, but the rest of Licorice Whip just still in the back. Wall comes out, stop any escape. And Blazing Pegasus looking really dominant on this defense so far. Almost 2 minutes in. Nice dagger on the Moira as well.
And now we see a Junkrat pick on a Licorice side.
Greetings.
The Junkrat might help against the Mei. Damage, but look at the ult coming up. Blazing Pegasus really good. They have 4 ults. Like, they have 3 crowd control ults. All they need to use is like 1 of them. If they play this right. But the wall comes out way too early. But they try to save it with the Blizzard. Gets the line
a little bit off.
Fluffy kills Pansu. Now they're down their wall. So now Licorice Whip looking to push in now. Shatter comes down, misses the Lucio. And a bomb coming out. And B. Everyone's playing really separate. Grab comes out. Or beat comes out and Coalescence. Licorice Whip just popping ults left and right, but is working for them. They have the advantage in the fight, killing 3 back to back, and the Ana is trying to escape. Hopefully they chase her. They do. And now they're taking the first point with about like 5 minutes and 15 seconds left to get the second.
And now you see Pansy swapping over to the Widowmaker once again. And now he's gonna go with the Junkrat actually.
If I'm Pegasus, I might be a little bit worried because if they get any time over a minute, it's only a draw or a win. But now a tower coming out, looking to engage a fight, picks off Big Green. That is big coming out for Whips. Now they have no main healer. Now they just need to clean this up. With their
Sin City really needs to get on that Ashe on the top left.
Well, everyone from Team Blue just
Huge nade comes out.
that stops the heal, but yeah, Sin's now dead. Now Fairfro is just clean for her. But Fluffy picks off 2 supports halfway to another tire, which at this point can basically make or break the fight. Visor is forced out from Spark, which I don't think that was the right call.
Licorice needs to just disengage this once again. That's a good wrecking ball spot to just spin around.
But they, unlike Blazing Pegasus on their first attack, they actually got a tick. So, again, they get over a minute. Blazing Pegasus looking like a draw or just a lose scenario. So they need to hold this out for like another 4 minutes. Looks
They're going
like
to keep the Hammond.
Time to read my VPN.
a little bit of a weird pick, but I guess they do have ults coming up. They basically have all 6 ults. So expect this fight to be really chaotic with just a bunch of Qs being pressed. Not a lot of people dying. But if I was on the side of Blazing Pegasus, you have Bob, you have Nano. Nano Bob is one of the toughest things to get rid of, so if I was them, I would probably use that combo for this fight. Alright, Licorice Whip taking over the top. Mines are used. But now, Fairfro, Pups getting a kill each. Fluffy's still on the high ground, just 1v1 on Zarya away from his team, not getting any support. Pups high charge, he is a high priority target. He needs to be focused if they want to get this fight over and done with. Nano and Beat come out, which is really bad for the side of Blazing Pegasus. They should definitely save one of those ults, if not both. Well, that's how you gonna predict this next fight's gonna come out. You see 3 ults on each side. Only one ult is similar. How you think?
I think Sin City needs to hit a big bomb here. If she's able to hit a big bomb, they might be the fight won for them, and then Sarah could just clean up with the Earth Shatter here. However, Pharaoh will probably throw that bobble on point or into an angle, and then do some distant play like that. Actually, she won't be doing that.
Yeah, Pharaoh's dead. A grab comes out, and now a bomb from Sin City picks off Pups, but Surfy retaliates with a shatter, getting everyone down, and now it's even. It's a 2-2, which you don't want that on attack. You don't want to be even on attack. You want to be even on defense. Fluffy now under the point, not gonna get cleaned up. Looks like he's gonna get out.
Licorice needs to really disengage this fight already. Or just keep running more clock, similar to how BP did it last attack round.
And now that 3 minute or that 4 minutes I was just talking about before is now half with no progress whatsoever since their first attack. And Fairfro is still holding on to the Bob, which is a really make or break ult.
Both teams will be coming on with 2 ults this fight. It's just a matter of fact, oh, they sneak in some percentage there.
The Bob comes in, uppercuts the Diva, but Ryan's shooting it. Gets the Bob down and stuns the ball. Plus now Spark killing Big Green, Fluffy killing Pokey2. Visor now is clean free for cleanup.
This fire needs to be huge, and
Tires stop because of mines, but Spark is forced to drop down because of Fairfro.
maybe their wood scenario.
And now, Sensei's now dead. Pokey2 just stay on the point. Just helping his Owlet stay alive. And now Spark, Fluffy gets a pick each. Licorice Whip looking very dominant this attack so far. But it is countered easily by a Shatter. And that will be enough to clean up this fight.
They get one more fight into this. However, the old economy is not looking good for Licorice in this one. They're able to stagger that fight without any get picks on Licorice. They may be able to build that Shatter and that Lucio beat drop.
Now, even if Licorice Whip caps, now it will go into overtime where each team will now have a minute because they did not cap it over a minute. Panther now main uses all his abilities and mines to cut off the support. Shatter comes out.
Shatter comes out there, but no support. Beat's also out, also a little bit late.
Alright, the beat comes out. They pin Sensei. Sensei going in their bomb and
It's a big bomb.
kills Pokey2, getting a bomb pick every fight.
And
Grab comes out.
Exactly what needed to be gotten in.
Grab bomb comes out. Now, Licorice Whip looking to fight for their tournament win right now. But looking very, very grim for them. Let's say you make a big play with an ult. They do have some ult coming up, but not enough people on the point to stall. Sarah's the only one left on point, and that will be game 3 going to Blazing Pegasus.
Yeah, that graph, if Sin City was able to eat that graph, they maybe could have gotten a draw on the board. And Pharaoh play once again.
Alright, now we have Pharaoh playing Farah, picking off the Ana, then hitting a barrage from the back, cleaning up that rest of the fight. That was a pretty good take for Pegasus. And now if you're just Licorice Whip, you want to just get a map on the board. Because you'll want to be 4-0'd for the first map of Owlet. Wes, what do you think they can do if they want to take at least one map?
I really do need. I think they still need to counter that Pharaoh pick. That Pharaoh pick is not getting countered. If they're able to put on some clean combo or some better combo or target focus, they'll be looking a lot better.
Definitely, and isn't the last map King's Row?
It sure is.
That's gonna be a fun one. Definitely a lot of goats, so chat, get your resident sleepers right.
I do hope that one of the teams runs the Orisa. I'm interested to see what the Orisa hold turns out to be. I know from personal experience in scrims, it usually never really works out with some of the teams that are in majors. So I'm interested to see how that goes.
Wes, if you don't mind explaining, how does your team handle that strat?
So
Unless you want to
basically,
go
as soon as you see the Orisa and the Orisa hold up top on the King's Pro, you just want to ignore them. You just want to wrap around left on the hotel, hug the wall, and make sure you just keep DMing any spam or potential damage that's coming out from the enemy team. After that, the enemy team has the two choices: either drop down to make sure the percentages doesn't go away, or to stop the team from up top and just try to shoot down. However, each one usually doesn't end up working out. Ideally, you want to set yourself up where you can crossfire without giving up any point percentage, but also without dropping down. Because the first mistake most teams make is dropping down too early, and that's just an insta kill, usually for us on whatever drop down.
All right, sounds like your team is very coordinated when taking down that strat. And if the strat is done right, it's very strong on first point. But you do what Les says, then you be able to easily counter that strat. Pretty soon, we're about to go into King's Row, where the map starts. But definitely, I'm excited to see how each Ryan plays.
Now
Because Ryan on King's Row, probably one of the best heroes for it. I definitely want to see how each of them utilizes getting shattered the fastest.
initiating match.
And whoever can win the Ryan War will have a guaranteed big advantage in this map. Looks like we did have some swaps. So we had Roulette come in for
BP's side.
Yeah, BP.
They're gonna take out the Pharaoh, actually.
Pharaoh, which Pharaoh was popping off for last few maps. So let's see if Roulette can hold up to what Pharaoh is doing. I don't think any size on the swap of Licorice Whip,
Ready for
unless I am mistaken.
No swaps from their team. They're gonna be doing something cheeky here. Wait. Nope. They're gonna be actually. BP is holding first. BP is just gonna do traditional Ryan Zarya here. Double main healers once again with the Pharaoh and the Nash.
Pharaoh and Ash, one of their strongest comps we have seen this whole series. And Licorice Whip not doing a lot to counter it, but they do have a double sniper. They have the Sim, which I think it's gonna probably get swapped out for.
To Lucio.
Yeah, Lucio. Sarah's probably not going to. Willow, yep. Now they're gonna go goats, but Spark is late, picks up Zarya. Not in the speed boost, so that is a few seconds without Zarya. Or now Soldier. So first
That's a lot of hesitation coming out from them.
Yeah. And now Roulette just dominating the backline, kills Fluffy. No contest on whatsoever. Just all he has to keep doing is spamming the back, and his team can just clamp the rest.
Yeah, and if we saw anything, I believe we were saying that Rula needed to hold up the Pharaoh. Well, Rulet's actually a Pharaoh main, so this should be interesting. He already has his barrage in 45 seconds.
Now, if Roulette wanted to go for the barrage, he should get, or have a bubble come out from his Zarya, so he doesn't ensure he gets knocked out right away. But now, Licorice Whip just going to push in, go through Hotel, which is smart to avoid the spam, but what they don't know is coming out right out of the door. A big nade and barrage coming out. And Sensei not there to eat, which is really unfortunate, and it causes their team to fall, and now they have to regroup.
I don't know if unfortunate. I think Licorice or BP is communicating that really well. They know when the Sin City Diva is not there, because every barrage has never been eaten. Usually it's because they know that the Diva is never there or has no DM.
Definitely, it looks like very good communication. And now Sin coming from the right side where everyone else is left, going to a 1v1, but doesn't look out. Pup's shattered, but I'm pretty sure it gets cancelled. Right now, each Ryan is just swinging on the point. Stun Shatter comes out, and they really need to focus Zarya because Zarya high charge is never a good thing for the enemy team. Rez comes out on Roulette. Pups gets another Shatter? That is really quick. And now, looks like for Blazing and Pegasus, they just want to clean up the fight. Or
Dorado seems to be...
Pups right now not doing... He's AFK, but the Grab Barrage comes out, cleans up everyone, kills Pups. And Pups, that was a DC, so... Looks like the fight is cleaned up by Blazing Pegasus. That's really unfortunate. They could have probably prevented another tick if Pup didn't DC. So, Les, how do you think Licorice can get this? Because they got 2 ticks so far.
I think abusing, well, unfortunate the Ryan plugs coming off was really detrimental to BP's hold here, but now they'll just abuse that and potentially win that because there aren't any ults besides Nano on BP's side that can stop them from taking that point.
Definitely, I see Spark with the visor. So that could potentially do something to hit the pharmacy. If not taken care of right away. But Roulette knows probably how to stop a soldier from dominating her in the sky. So let's see how Licorice can deal with Roulette's far and Nail from Poke2 when they get their tank back. But Les, let me get your opinion on the Rhines. Which Rhine do you think is superior since we've been seeing them all map? Which Rhine do you think has the advantage on?
I think they're pretty even, actually. It just really depends on the team's support core. I think that BP might have a slight advantage in terms of Rhine tank play because they have always kept the double main heals, and double main heals does put out a lot more heals. Even if Licorice has 3 healers, there's just not that much healing being dedicated to the Rhine. And in terms of shatters blocked, they've been pretty decent, I guess. Both Rhines have blocked either 1 or 2 per series. And shatter sit, same thing again, 2 to 3 shatters sit. The old build-up time, again, decent. Not too slow, not too fast.
I'm pretty sure Pup had 2 shatters back to back in that last fight.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess once again, the fights are getting they get staggered out a lot. So I'm not surprised that Pub is able to make 2 shatters from one quote unquote fight.
A person I want to see with the ult is Sim because Diva Bombs usually never get kills, but Sim managed to get a kill every single Diva Bomb for most of the series. Mainly probably because Blazing Pegasus might be out of position for some of it. Well, let's see what happens when Pup gets back.
But yeah, so Pub should be getting in here anytime soon. And more than likely, this is Licorice's fight to take, so they could potentially get a 3-1 on the board and not end the night with a 4-0. Fingers crossed for Licorice.
They do have a minute left on the defense, so we can see if Licorice Whip can hold it out, or will they? Or no, never mind. My bad. Let's see if Poison Pegasus can hold the defense and then Whip be able to take this.
I do believe that Licorice takes this, and if not, it'll be a huge debate afterwards. But no main tank and double main healers, there's no way that BP ends up holding this fight. And if they are to stagger this fight out, the Lucio beat from Licorice will be coming on. So they could stagger the Lucio beat or the Moira ult. So they have the support ults and the player advantage on this fight. It's a 5v5 currently since Cornish was just rest.
Oh, Licorice coming, almost having 3 ults for next fight. And like you said before, the Rhine not coming back. That's going to be detrimental because there's nothing to block the visor at all. So Roulette needs to play around walls to prevent her and her Mercy to get fired upon from the visor. And Poke2 does have a nail, so I might suspect a nail coming out on Zarya or Pharah. Definitely. Wes, any thoughts on the previous fights before this one?
It was the same thing that BP has done entirely. Just keep blocking the Pharah and expect the Pharah player, either Pharah or Roulette now, to do that.
Not really much else to say on. In fact, definitely Licorice has.
Seems like BP will be forced to take this 5v6 currently.
Until their tank Pups gets back. Since he cannot be sub for at all. That's going to be really detrimental towards BP because now where they could have potentially held it, now they have to like go down first, maybe second, unless we see miracles. Wes, do you think we can see a miracle come out from?
If Cornish is able to get high energy, potentially bubble someone in from the front line, and then a nano gets invested in them, they could maybe hold this.
Alright, we're looking for an unpause, and now Licorice Whip regrouping, but I think they're banking on Roulette to get Barrage, and then now Barrage. Only now coming out from the side of Blazing Pegasus, and now the visor come out, like I said before, now Roulette can't do much.
There's a point.
And the point's there, and now the Far and the Mercy are both staggered. Roulette is not known yet. Maybe he can get a pick, or she can get a pick, my bad. Still in the air, behind the spawn.
Yeah, playing 5v6 is never an optimal case for a team, especially in teams like this. And now you see Pantsu swapping over to the main tank. They're going to be playing double main tank now.
Which, that is somewhat questionable. Never mind. Cornish goes back to Zarya. Double main tank isn't the strongest of tank lines. But the Rhine Zarya definitely will be able to suffice for now until they get popped back. And Rula has not died yet. 1v1 the soldier in the back. If Rula gets out of this, that's a really good point. As I say that, Rula is now dead. Shire comes out from Sarah, cleaning up the rest of Blazing Pegasus, and now Blazing Pegasus, or now Licorice Whip, now looking to take second point.
This is kind of a bittersweet scenario for Licorice Whip because they will be putting that 3-1 on the board, hopefully, unless Pugs is able to join back, but it's kind of unfortunate this is the way they're going to get a 3-1.
Yeah, definitely unfortunate. BP being dominant for most of the series, and now to lose them out because of DC, that's what you just call unlucky. But now we have some ults coming up from BP. We have the Nano still, we still have the Mercy ult, and we have Barrage. Maybe a Nano Barrage will come out and be able to clean up the fight. Maybe stop Licorice Whip from this giant snowball that they have right now. Valk is popped, and that is countered with the rally. Roulette maybe looking to Met Diva before going for a Barrage. Never mind, they don't have a Diva. I am a mad. Spark in the back, still focusing through it. And now Barrage comes out, takes out 2, but Sarah kills 2 herself. But with Pantsu and Roulette, they are able to hold this. And now everyone on Licorice Whip is now dead.
That was a good hold coming out of them. Even though they have 5v6, it's a good hold. They should be able to stall this out. Maybe 1 fight, 2 maybe. Best case, 5v6 is a really hard thing. It's a really hard thing to pull off.
Yeah, you definitely need a lot of ult circulation, ult economy, and be able to capitalize on picks. But now Licorice Whip coming in with 4 ults, 2 of them being supports, and now another visor that can be used for free. And 2 of them are now just being used. Sarah now picking off Cornish, and the Ash and the Ana fall right after another. Roulette now dead, and now Licorice Whip clears the map with 1:50. Wes, how do you think Blazing Pegasus takes this without Pup coming back?
I think someone needs to fill the main tank role. They just have to lose one of the DPS picks here, stick with the fair one. The fair one's been working all night long. Play maybe dive.
I can definitely see a dive. And now Pups is back in. Hopefully now he's back with a vengeance for losing that first point to a DC. Hopefully he comes out strong, gets advantage over Sarah, being able to help his team take this fight and maybe prevent them from losing a map in the series. But if you're rooting for Licorice, don't worry. They can definitely hold if they play this right. They just need coordination, focus Afara, and the focus down the tank line. Looks like both teams are opting to go with a 2-2-2. I'm assuming
Attackers incoming in
I do hope that Junkrat pick is not a final one.
On the side of Blazing Pegasus?
On the side of oh, they're both running Junkrats. Interesting. On the side of Licorice.
It looks like Licorice is going to stay with the Junkrat. Junk Ash, which might not be the smartest thing to run into a Afara. But again, Blazing Pegasus is gonna go with their bread and butter so far. 2-2-2 with the Afara and Ash.
I'll wait for a Widow.
Widow would not be bad. There's nothing to contest her. Ash can't do much. She can't peek.
The Widow's a better pick into the composition the Licorice is running since they have an Ash.
And speak of the Ash, Ash is almost one-shotted.
There it is.
And now Roulette free to just spam. But Cersei still up top, not being able to kill her team at all. Pups cleans up Sarah, Sin City's now down. And Roulette just plays Clamp Crew. Kills everyone else and now is halfway to Barrage. But no one kills Cersei yet. Cersei is still going to still be there. Not die at all, which is really bad. Really bad on the side of Licorice. She should have died ages ago. Misses the sleep, and now probably is known. So now Pantsu's gonna probably look for the headshot. Or she just backs off. But now Cersei's in a better position to heal her team, but it does not matter. Pantsu now dead. Kills her. Or no, Pantsu kills Sarah, my bad. And now Blazing Pegasus looking to clean this up. Looking to say, no, we don't want to lose a map. We're going to go 4-0 first game. And guys, how do you think Licorice needs to adapt to them pushing up and getting a double kill? And to the far will.
Well, if played right, this spawn camping, this selfless play is really hard because in order to break out of it, a lot of teams feel like they need to start pressing a lot of Qs in order to get out of that like same cycle of just getting spawn camped over and over again. Because until they start to realize that, they're just gonna get second for free.
And look at the ult economy coming up from Blazing. Pegasus have 4 ults. Not any of the DPS ults, but now Sarah with 70%. While Pup has Shatter, so Pup has the advantage. And as I say that, it hits a double, hits the tanks down. Now Pup is sleeping, so they need to keep Pup up if they want to continue the spawn camp shenanigans.
Yeah. BP will be able to hold this because there's still Lucio on Licorice's side, so they can't really break the spawn camping cycle.
The Tiger comes out, but gets nothing. Roulette uses a barrage, gets absolutely nothing with it. But Pup killing too, and Pantsu now can just kind of clean up. Sarah's not protecting her team at all. And Pantsu can just get away. Scot-free. Would you think the counter wheel would be a pick here was to stop Pantsu from just dominating?
I believe the counter on Lucio is a true pick here. Not able to do much without a speed boost.
The charge comes out a little bit early from Sarah, so could not get the triple bomb. But if that did happen, the bomb would be huge. And now Roulette now on Genji. Shadow comes out, gets the support down, but grabs into it, and now Pups.
Massive pin from Pups.
Yeah. Sarah now just swinging into the back, kills Ana, but that can be easily raised. And now Pup cleaning up Sensei. Cersei kills Pantsu. And now looking like Blazing Pegasus, like I said before, coming back with vengeance after losing the first round.
To block the Shatter right here and turn around.
Oh, the Shatter comes out, but the charge connects. But they need to stay on point, they don't want to lose it. It's up to the tanks right now to stay up, but Sarah gets nailed. Sarah can potentially carry this. She just needs to get a Shatter off and kill too. But Big Green going attack Mercy, kills Sensei. Roulette still alive. Pantsu cleaning up. And now it's just a War of the Stall hero, so you can get back faster and clean up. But it looks like there's more blue in the kill feed than red. So a Blazing Pegasus looking to win this. Tyre doesn't come out because Fluffy dies. And now it's just a Ball and Lucio in the grab. Looking to continue to stall. Blazing Pegasus taking a little bit too long to clean up, so they are losing right now a minute of time. And now I don't think they have the reinforcements to clean this up. Looking very dominant from the fight, and now they're about to lose it. I would definitely back up if I was them. Unless miracles can happen, you just saw that. They held for a minute and 30.
The ball pick coming out from Sarah was huge in order to keep that stall going on.
Definitely. Blazing Pegasus struggles with focus and clean up like from what we see before, but Nailboy might be able to do the job. Roulette kills Bones, now looking to kill Fluffy. But the nail comes out to save Sensei, so Sensei cannot get demacked. And now Sensei popping a bomb will get a pick. It does get a pick on Big Green, so no res come out from Blazing Pegasus. Now, Sarah just... Sarah is back from the depths of the pit. And now they pop beat, looking to clean up this fight. And now Licorice looking to hold this. With almost the same time as they capped. Well, what swaps would you expect Pegasus to do to counter this?
I think, yeah, the Reaper, that's exactly what they needed to run right there. Not exactly the best pick, perhaps the Kree would have been better, but Reaper will get the job done.
Definitely to shut down the Hammond, because you shut down Hammond, not really much else they have for Salt. And as I say that, Sarah now gets slept. But Tyre is coming around the back, maybe looking for support, and it kills Big Green. So now, fight was even until Fluffy got picked off. Grab comes out, but there's a Tracer behind just spamming damage. Kills Roulette. Good thing he dashed away from his team, so none of his teammates got killed. Now Roulette Sarah's just gonna keep swinging on point. To keep the stall up. Pantsu really needs to focus Sarah. Big target on point. needs to stop the stall. But now, Blaze and Pegasus are just backing out right now. Looking to...
Oh.
As I say that, he stuns the bomb, so it can't go any further, but he doesn't shield. Goes for the swing instead. And now, Big Green making a big mistake, flying into the bomb to try for the res.
Like
But now,
Chris said, it's probably gonna have to hold us.
what we thought was going to be an end with Blaze and Pegasus taking this, looking like a struggle right now.
They just need to make sure they eat that Reaper ult. If they cancel the blade and eat the Reaper ult, they might be okay.
Valk
Here
gets
goes the
popped
Reaper
out
ult.
from...
Eat it, there we go.
We got the E out, but Pups is now down to a pulse bomb. Fluffy kills Pantsu. There's a lot of red in the kill feed, and a tower comes out. That can easily pick off anyone. As I say that, Pups is dead, but the Blaze coming out to try and salvage this. So Sarah now swinging on point, just trying to have stall for her team. Cornish gets nailed, and Roulette and Cornish clean it up. Getting 3 picks. Let's see, Sarah's still swinging on the point, hoping for a team stall. And Pantsu, instead of Reaper, goes McCree's stall. Now Pups is now Hammond, so battle of the Hammond. And now Blaze and Pegasus, after what they would have had like 3 to 4 minutes, and now looking like the cap in overtime. Unless Sensei can stall for anyone else to come out. So now, Blaze and Pegasus completes the round, but now they cannot win the map. They can only draw or lose.
3-3. Switching sides.
So now, Licorice has 2 minutes to take a dub over
Initiating match.
Blaze and Pegasus. Les, what do you predict is gonna happen? You predict draw? Predict Blaze and Pegasus to lose this?
Not too sure. This could go either way. It just depends if they counter the Pharah pick again. I think more than likely it might end in a draw. It probably doesn't end in a draw considering how well Roulette has played. If they're able to build up a clean combo, like if Fluffy stays on that dragon, that Hunter right now, they may win this because they just need that 33%.
Definitely, the Grab Dragon will be able to end the fight pretty quickly. If they, yeah, the only problem is trying to farm it. Even though there's 2 minutes, if they just shut down Sensei or Fluffy, there's no time to farm. If they're just in spawn the whole time. We're seeing a variation of the comp that Blaze and Pegasus is running with a McCree instead of the Ashe, which that would be good for any overextended people. And now Licorice running Junk Tracer into a far McCree. Not really the ideal pick for a Tracer here. Tracer gets shot out by both of them and one shot by Roulette if damage boosted. But Spark now in the back doesn't get the kill on the Owlet, but Sarah does. And now Fluffy kills Pup, and now Sarah gets another pick. Roulette's still trying to stay alive. Before we just had 6, now there's only the supports in the far. What happened there? Buzz?
Well, Sarah opened up the fight with a massive pick on the Pokitude, and then Pokitude couldn't get rest until half the fight was already finished. The fight's still good.
Roulette tries his hardest to try to clean up with the barrage, but it's not enough. There's a lot of red in the kill feed, but Pantsu's now back, and Corner's easily cleaned up.
And they'll be able to put that 3-1 on the board.
3-1 coming
shatter.
out from Licorice. Definitely good series. It was very close at some points, but Les, what do you think Licorice could have done to maybe not lose the series?
Well, I think, let's see, they should have ran Bastion, even though it could be seen as BM. They should have ran the Bastion pick there, because it just would have stopped them regardless of what comp they would have ran.
Yeah, definitely. It was a really exciting match. It was going back and forth either way, but Licorice They could have adapted more. They could have maybe taken the map.
The inability to flex off of the ghost is what cost them the game, not countering roulette, and then initially Firo was ended up in a 3-1 for tonight.
All right, well, that's the end of this match, and now next match coming up on the channel in 20 minutes will be Infinite Meat versus Power Naps, where you will see my fellow co-caster Lettuce playing for his team. So good luck on that, Lettuce.
Thank you.
And we will see you guys later.
And we're done. I know. It's just that there was a lot of downtime.